Hello students, welcome to Biomics. In this today's video, we are going to discuss about the segment polarity gene. So in case of Drosophila, there are certain genes, like one of them is segment polarity gene. What is this work of the segment polarity genes? The segment polarity genes are responsible for giving polarity to each of the segment. In case of Drosophila, there are 14 segments, and these 14 segments are again divided into parasegments. So this work of this segment polarity gene is it will give polarity to each of the segment. Like here, there are 14 segments which are present, and each segment is again divided into parasegment. So this one segment is having its anterior as well as posterior end. So this work is been done by the segment polarity genes. Okay, so let us see some of the examples of segment polarity gene. So here, engrailed, wingless, cubitus interruptus, hedgehog, fused, armadillo, patched, gooseberry and pangolin are certain examples of segment polarity genes. Questions are being asked in different competitive exams from this part, like which gene is responsible for segment polarity. So from here there will be questions. So let us see how this is being regulated. Like here we can see that there are pair rule genes which are present. So this pair rule genes, what they will do, they will help in synthesis of the segment polarity gene. So here the segment polarity genes are the wingless and engrailed, which are initiated by pair rule genes. Okay. So this engrailed gene, where it will be synthesized? It will be synthesized when there are high concentration of even skipped and fusitorase. Okay, this engrailed gene which are present, which is a segment polarity gene, they will be synthesized when there is even skipped and fusitorase. So what are those even skipped and fusitorase? They are the pair rule gene. They are the pair rule gene. Okay. Now the next protein is a wingless protein, which is a segment polarity gene. So when this wingless protein will be transcribed, it will be transcribed when there will be some genes like FTZ genes are active. Okay. Next is the slopy pad, odd pair and slopy pad or odd pair and runt. When there will be more concentration of these proteins, then the wingless protein will be expressed. Okay. So here we can see that here there are segment, this is one segment, this is the one segment, this is the second segment, this is the third segment, it is the fourth segment, and each segment are having the para segment. Okay, so here it is, this segment is having its anterior region and this is its posterior region of this segment 1. Okay, but in case of para segment, this posterior region which is present here, the anterior region is of this para segment. Okay, we will be clear when we will discuss these things. So here there are certain things why the segment polarity genes are responsible. So here the segment polarity genes which are present, the segment polarity genes which are present, it is in the anterior region. What it is having in the anterior region, they are having the wingless protein, and in the posterior region they are having the engrailed protein. These are the segment portion, and in the para segment, the anterior region are having the engrailed and the posterior region are having the wingless. Okay, so the next thing, let us see with the help of this diagram. So here this is a condition. So here this is a condition of one segment. This is the anterior portion and this is the posterior portion. In the anterior portion, and there is expression of one protein which is known as wingless, and in the posterior region there is expression of engrailed. Okay, so this can be diffusible. This wingless protein which are present, they can be diffusible. So this cell, this red color cell which is present, it is the engrailed expression cell. Okay, what is expresses from this engrailed expression cell? That is diffusion of hedgehog protein. Okay, hedgehog protein is being released and it is being diffused and it is being accepted. If it is a protein, it can be a transcription factor. So if it is a transcription factor, it is being accepted by another receptor which is known as patch receptor, which is present in the wingless expression cell. Okay, so here two cells are present who is regulating the whole thing. One is the engrailed expression cell, another one is the wingless expression cell. Okay, so here we will see first here the wingless here is the wingless expression cell. It is the wingless expression cell, and this is the engrailed expression cell. Okay, so in this, first we will see about the engrailed expression cell. The wingless protein which is present, it is being received by the frizzled receptor which is present in the engrailed cell, and it's activate the DSH. This DSH which will be activated, it will inhibit the GSK3. Okay, or it is also known as armadillo in case of Drosophila, which is a beta catenin. Okay, so here the GSK3 which is present, it will help in giving the armadillo or beta catenin, which will be transcription of engrailed, which will help in the transcription of engrailed hedgehog, and here the hedgehog protein will be produced. This hedgehog protein will be received by another receptor which is known as patched, which is present in the wingless protein, wingless as expression protein, and it is also having a smoothened protein which is a co-receptor, and it will give the cubitus interruptus which will help in transcription of wingless protein, and here again the wingless protein will be synthesized, and this will form the regulation, and for this regulation only there will be formation of segment, and there will be polarity given to the segment as well as parallel segment. So to each segment in the anterior region, for the anterior region and the wingless protein will be produced, and for the posterior region there will be engrailed protein which will be produced. Okay.